Owning a home comes with many financial responsibilities, and one of the biggest recurring costs is property tax. But what if I told you that you might be paying more than you should? Yes, property tax assessments aren't always accurate, and many homeowners don't realize they have the right to appeal. In fact, studies show that as many as 30 to 60% of properties are overassessed, yet fewer than 5% of homeowners challenge their tax bills. So in today's video, we're diving deep into the world of property tax assessments, what they are, how they're determined, and most importantly, how you can appeal an unfair assessment to lower your tax bill. This isn't just about saving a few dollars, it's about ensuring fairness in what you pay. Many homeowners unknowingly overpay for years simply because they assume their tax bill is accurate. But here's the truth. Assessments can be outdated based on incorrect data or fail to reflect the actual market value of your home. That's why knowing your rights and understanding the appeal process is crucial. By the end of this video, you'll have the knowledge and tools to evaluate your property tax assessment, challenge errors, and take action that could save you thousands. So, whether you're a first-time homeowner or a seasoned investor, stick around. This is information every property owner needs to know. To successfully appeal your property tax assessment, you first need to understand how your tax bill is calculated. Property taxes are based on the assessed value of your home, which is determined by your local tax assessor's office. This assessed value is then multiplied by the local tax rate, also called the millage rate, to determine the amount you owe. For example, if your home is assessed at $300,000 and your local tax rate is 2%, your annual property tax would be $6,000. Simple, right? Well, not always. Assessments can be outdated based on incorrect data or not reflective of the true market value of your home. That's why reviewing your assessment is so important. Common reasons for property overassessment. Many homeowners assume that their property tax bill is set in stone, but there are multiple reasons why an assessment might be inaccurate. 1. Errors in property records. Mistakes happen. Your property description might list an extra bathroom, a finished basement that doesn't exist, or an incorrect square footage. Any of these could inflate your assessment. 2. Market fluctuations. Home values rise and fall, but assessments aren't always updated accordingly. If home prices have declined in your area but your assessed value remains high, you could be overpaying. 3. Unfair comparisons. Tax assessors often use comparable properties, or comps, to determine value. But if they compare your home to larger or more upgraded homes, your assessment may be too high. 4. Improvements that never happened. Sometimes, assessments assume renovations that were planned but never completed. If you never added that extra room or finished the basement, your assessment should reflect that. A tax assessment that doesn't accurately represent your home's value means you could be paying more than your fair share in property taxes. That's why it's crucial to examine your assessment carefully. But how do you know for sure if you're overpaying? That's what we'll cover next. How to review your property tax assessment like a pro. Before you file an appeal, you need to gather information. The first step is to carefully review your property tax assessment and check for any errors or inconsistencies. Here's how to get started. 1. Obtain your property tax card. Your local tax assessor's office keeps a record of your property, known as a property tax card. This document includes key details like your home's square footage, number of bedrooms and bathrooms, lot size, and any improvements or renovations. You can usually request this card online, by phone, or by visiting the assessor's office in person. Once you have it, go through every detail and check for inaccuracies. Does it list an extra bedroom or bathroom you don't have? Is the square footage incorrect? Are there outdated renovations that no longer exist? Even small errors could be inflating your tax bill.
2.
Compare your property with similar homes, comps. Tax assessments are based on comparable properties, also known as comps. These are homes in your area with similar features, lot sizes, and square footage. If your home's assessed value is significantly higher than similar properties, you may have a strong case for an appeal. To find comps, check your county's property records. Many are available online. Use real estate websites like Zillow, Redfin, or Realtor.com to look at recent home sales in your area. Speak with a local real estate agent for professional insights. For example, if your home is assessed at $350,000 but similar homes in your neighborhood have sold for $300,000, your assessment may be too high.
3.
Review the assessment timeline. Property assessments are updated on a set schedule, which varies by location. Some areas reassess properties every year, while others do it every few years. If your assessment is outdated and hasn't been adjusted after a market downturn, you might be overpaying in taxes. Also pay attention to assessment increases. If your home's value has jumped significantly in 1 year without a reasonable explanation, it could be worth questioning. 4. Look for exemptions or tax relief programs. Many states offer property tax exemptions or discounts for certain homeowners, such as seniors, veterans, or individuals with disabilities. Check if you qualify for any tax relief programs that could lower your bill. Now that you've gathered all the necessary information, what's next? In the next section, we'll walk through the step-by-step process of appealing your property tax assessment to ensure you're paying only what's fair. If you find inaccuracies or believe your assessment is too high, it's time to take action. Appealing your property tax assessment isn't as complicated as it may seem, but it does require preparation and persistence. Let's walk through the step-by-step process of filing an appeal. Understand your local appeal process. Every county and municipality has its own rules for appealing property tax assessments. Some areas allow informal reviews where you can speak directly with an assessor, while others require a formal written appeal and possibly a hearing. To find out the specifics, visit your local tax assessor's website. Call or visit the tax office to ask about deadlines and required forms. Review any instructions carefully. Some places have strict filing periods, and missing a deadline could mean waiting a full year to appeal. 2. Gather strong evidence. Your appeal is only as strong as the evidence you present. Here's what you should collect to support your case. Recent sales data of comparable homes. Find properties in your neighborhood that have sold recently and have similar features to your home. If they are assessed lower than your property or sold for less than your assessed value, this supports your claim. Your property tax card. Highlight any errors you found in the official records, such as incorrect square footage, extra rooms, or other inaccuracies. Photos of your property. If your home has defects, outdated features, or needs repairs, provide clear photos. A house in poor condition should not be assessed the same as a newly renovated one. Independent appraisal or market analysis. If possible, hire a professional appraiser or ask a real estate agent for a market analysis. A lower valuation from an expert carries a lot of weight in appeals.
3. File your appeal.
Once you've gathered your evidence, you'll need to officially file your appeal. The process varies depending on your location, but most appeals involve submitting a completed appeal form available from your assessor's office or website. Supporting documents such as property records, photos, and comparable sales data. A written explanation of why your assessment is incorrect and what you believe the correct value should be. Some jurisdictions allow online submissions, while others require in-person filing or mailing your appeal package. Always keep copies of everything you submit. 4. Attend your hearing if required. If your appeal advances to a hearing, you'll need to present your case to a review board. Here are some tips for a successful hearing. Be professional and prepared. Bring all relevant documents and be ready to explain your case clearly. Stick to facts, not emotions. The appeal board is looking for hard evidence, not personal complaints about high taxes. Compare fairly. Focus on similar properties in your neighborhood, not just general market trends.
5.
Wait for the decision. After your appeal is reviewed, you'll receive a decision. Some appeals are resolved within weeks, while others take several months. If your appeal is successful, you'll receive a tax adjustment which will lower your bill. If denied, you may have further appeal options, but they vary by location. Now that you've filed your appeal, what happens next? In the next section, we'll discuss the potential outcomes and what steps you can take after receiving a decision. Understanding the outcomes. Once you've submitted your appeal and presented your case, you might be wondering, what's next? The outcome of your appeal can go in a few different directions, and it's important to know what each one means and how to respond. 1. Your appeal is approved. Lower taxes ahead. If the review board agrees with your claim, they will lower your assessed value, which directly reduces your property tax bill. You should receive official documentation stating your new assessed value, the adjusted tax amount you owe. Whether the change applies retroactively, some areas may refund overpaid taxes from previous years. If you win, congratulations. But remember, assessments are updated periodically, so it's still a good idea to review your tax bill each year to ensure accuracy. 2. Your appeal is denied. What now? If your appeal is rejected, don't be discouraged. You have options. Request a detailed explanation. Ask the assessor's office or review board why your appeal was denied. This can help you understand their reasoning and identify areas to strengthen if you choose to appeal again. File a higher appeal. Many jurisdictions allow you to take your case to a higher authority, such as a state-level tax tribunal or a court. This process may be more complex and require legal assistance, so weigh the potential tax savings against the effort required. Wait for the next assessment cycle. If appealing further isn't feasible, note when your property will be reassessed and prepare to challenge it in the next cycle with stronger evidence. 3. Your assessment remains unchanged but with notes. In some cases, the review board may agree that your assessment has issues but won't reduce your tax bill immediately. Instead, they might recommend future adjustments, provide partial reductions instead of the full amount you requested, suggest exemptions or tax relief programs that could lower your bill in other ways. Even if your appeal isn't fully successful, these partial wins can still save you money in the long run. What if you're paying too much moving forward? If your appeal doesn't result in a lower tax bill, consider these additional strategies. Monitor local property sales. Keep an eye on home values in your area to stay informed about changes that could impact your next assessment. Request another reassessment. Some jurisdictions allow you to challenge your property value outside of the normal assessment cycle, especially if there's a major change in market conditions. Explore tax exemptions. Many homeowners don't realize they qualify for tax breaks. Check for senior exemptions, homestead credits, or other tax relief programs. We've covered a lot of ground in this video, and by now you should have a clear understanding of how to appeal your property tax assessment and potentially save money. Let's quickly summarize the key takeaways and leave you with some final tips to stay proactive in managing your property taxes. 1. Always review your property tax assessment. Don't just assume your property tax bill is accurate. Many homeowners overpay simply because they never check their assessments for errors. Request your property tax card from the assessor's office, review it for mistakes, and compare it with similar homes in your area. 2. Gather strong evidence before filing an appeal. If you believe your property has been overassessed, collect supporting documents such as recent sales data of comparable homes, photos of any inaccuracies or needed repairs, a professional appraisal or market analysis. A well-documented appeal has a much higher chance of success. 3. Follow the correct appeal process. Each jurisdiction has specific deadlines and procedures for appeals. Make sure you file the necessary forms on time, submit all required documents, prepare for a potential hearing by practicing your case and sticking to facts. 4. Take action, even if your appeal is denied. If your appeal doesn't go through, don't give up. You can request a more detailed explanation from the assessor's office, file a higher appeal if allowed in your area. Look into other tax-saving opportunities such as exemptions and credits. 5. Stay proactive about future assessments. Even if you win your appeal this year, property tax assessments are updated periodically. Make it a habit to review your bill annually, monitor real estate market trends, and be prepared to challenge any unfair increases in the future. Appealing your property tax assessment isn't just about saving money, it's about ensuring fairness in what you pay as a homeowner. Many people unknowingly overpay on their property taxes simply because they assume the assessor's valuation is correct. But as we've discussed, assessments can contain errors, outdated information, or values that don't reflect current market conditions. By taking the time to review your property's assessed value, gathering strong evidence, and following the appeal process correctly, you stand a real chance of lowering your tax bill. Even if your initial appeal is denied, don't be discouraged. There are multiple ways to challenge an unfair assessment and explore tax exemptions that could benefit you. Remember, staying proactive about your property taxes is just as important as monitoring your mortgage payments, home maintenance, and insurance costs. Small efforts today can lead to significant savings in the long run. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with other homeowners who might benefit. Also, drop a comment below if you have any questions or personal experiences with property tax appeals. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching Journey Realty Group, where we help you make smarter real estate decisions. See you in the next video.